Thanks a lot for coming on by. I got a great bargain on onions the other day and I bought 5 pounds of them. But I can't use them all at this time, so I'm going to chop them up and I'm going to freeze them. And I'm going to show you how. And when you bring them out to cook with them, you almost won't be able to tell that they were not fresh. So let's get started. Alrighty. So these are just, your basic yellow onion, and I was lucky, I even got them organically grown, which was wonderful. So what I did was I cut the onion in half, going this way, so the bulb's been cut in half, so your little fuzzy part is still there. And then you just kind of run your knife in there to get that top layer of yellow, paperish kind of covering off there. And sometimes, you're just going to have to rip off that one layer. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice this into about, a 1/4 inch, maybe a little wider slices. Just like that. And then I'd bring you on to the next step. So I thought this was like a gimmick. You see these on TV, the Vidalia chopper, and you say, oh no, this was worth every cent I ever paid for it. I think it cost maybe $20. I've had it for many, many years, and it has saved me so much work. Now I know that you said, well, you'd already sliced it. Yeah, but if you're doing 5 pounds of onions, this takes a lot of the extra step out of it. You just put your slices in there, and you give it a little whack there, and it just slices them. It chops them up into great little size, and I'll show you. Let me get this one half done. And I will go through on all my onions and do this. And they will be a wonderful, wonderful chop. Okay, so that was my first half of an onion. Set this aside here. Let me see if I can set this up. See, this is really nicely chopped. This will go into, any kind of stews, if you had a stir fry, soups. It really excels in hot dishes, like, I make a lot of soups, of course, and this is just a great little tool for me. So I'm going to spend some time doing this chopping up. I will let you know how long it took to do 5 pounds of onions, and once I'm done with that, I'll bring you back. So I kept track, and it took me about 18 minutes to do, and I apologize, I said 5 pounds. It's 3 pounds of onions, not 5. So I correct myself on that one. But it took me about 18 minutes to clean them, to cut them, and to bag them. And this is what I got. Now I put these in freezer baggies. I use the Ziploc. I find they're really good as far as keeping odors to themselves. And each onion I measured is it's a medium to large onion, 2 to 2.5 cups of chopped onions. So for future reference, you know that. So I put them in these baggies, about 2 onions per baggie. And I'm now going to put all of these into a larger freezer baggie, just so, it stays, inside. And I never had freezer smell at all. You would have never known those onions are in my freezer. Anyway, anytime you want to make pasta sauce, a soup, a stew, beans, whatever, you now have chopped onions all up front for you. And if you got a really great deal on onions and you had no place to store them, there you go. Try the freezer next time. Thanks a lot for watching. Tell your friends, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.